Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode here of the Shenanigang SMP. Last time we worked on this awesome mountain that I think looks really awesome, and you know, I might be just a little bit biased, but I think it looks really good still. And today we're going to be expanding the mountain by adding something else to it, or should I say in it. You might have noticed in the last episode that I didn't fill in the mountain, and that is for a reason. As in between this video and the last video, I have flooded the entire mountain on the inside. Well, at least just one layer. I didn't want to do the entire mountain because today we're going to be making almost like a lost civilization inside of this mountain. Now I'm going to quickly use this for a second. I don't really want it to be pyramids, but picture this for a second. Now imagine that we had a giant platform on the bottom made out of stone, multi-blocks high, so it's not going to be just one block, and then it would each go up. There would be walls and then another part up here, another kind of wall, another thing here. Now again, it's not going to be exactly like a pyramid. It's going to be, you know, kind of interestingly shaped, but that kind of concept where there's like, you know, a platform and like part of the civilization here, but then a wall, and then the second part is kind of on a different level. That is what we want to make today. And the first place we have to start out is by making the bottom layer at least, so at least just marking out where we want it to go. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. Alrighty, so this is the size that I have decided to go for. So the idea basically is that we're gonna build this up from the stone up. I don't know, maybe like 5 blocks, we'll see. I think I only want to do maybe 5, maybe 6 to 7. I'm not too sure, because in some place it gets like really close to hitting the actual mountain, which we don't want. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that for now, and then we're gonna be basically just roofing it all off and leaving the inside once again kind of empty. But that'll be the plan, so let's go ahead and get started on that. Alrighty, I am back and I have finished at least this first part. So I did a couple of things. The first one here is I raised this wall up all across the area by 6 blocks. So that way, you know, as far as the story goes, you aren't able to just get up this wall very easily. So it is actually kind of defensible. The second thing that I did was I actually extended out the platform a little bit over here. So originally what I was going to do is fill in the entire thing, and then, you know, we just build up the second layer from there. But I realized that would take a lot more stone than if I was just to do the edges over here. So yeah, I basically did the edges. So the second part that I'm going to be doing right now is we are going to be raising up this wall once again by 6 blocks. And then hopefully it makes it look like it's kind of stacked on top of each other. Oh, this is going to take quite a lot of work. Alrighty, it's been a couple of days for me at least, and I have realized one very important thing. I don't know why I do these mega projects, but I have finished building up the actual structure over here, and I think it looks quite nice. Now, technically, I am not done, so what I want to make really quick is kind of in the middle over here. I want to make kind of like a little structure here with 4 pillars and then kind of like a roof going over the top. It's nothing simple, but I know that most of these structures used to have them, so I want to make that over here as well, because I think it'll be really nice, and then that way we can move everything up here. Like I can move the nether portal, all the storage in that chest. I actually am going to keep this down here, but I can just move everything up to here, and I think it'll look quite nicely. Alrighty, so the first part to building the top little part here is we need to figure out where we want the pillars to go. So what I kind of want potentially is, I think I want it to be relatively the same. So what I think we're going to do is I might do something like over here, and I think I'm going to make it like 3 wide. Yeah, I think I want these to be like kind of thick pillars. So I think we're going to start one going over here. I think we'll do another one going right over here, which should be at the same little spot here. I think one more can go right around here. I want to leave some space on the outside, so like I still want a little bit of space over here. And I think we're going okay, yeah. And then the last one would go roughly around here. All right, and I think that this is a pretty good height. We're close enough to this part over here, but also I think just when you look at it from the inside here, like it still will be plenty of space and still feel open. So that's kind of the main idea. All right, so all of the pillars are built up. So what I think I'm going to do is I might just plop on a bit of a slab roof there. That way it prevents mobs from spawning on top of there, and I don't need glowstone there, but it also will allow the beacon right here to keep going through. So I think we're gonna do that really quick. Alrighty, so I've got a shulker box here of stone ready to go. So what I'm thinking that I want to do is I might do a couple of layers of stone. So what I'm kind of thinking, and oh, these slimes are going to be quite an issue, but what I'm thinking of doing is if we grab some stone really quick, what if we were to do something along the entire thing where we kind of just go like this, right? And then what we can do is very simple, right? Nothing too crazy, but if we were to do that, we could technically just put stairs here going across, and then that way when it goes across on the outside it looks a lot thicker, right? So it actually looks like it's full blocks, but then on the inside it's not so stony and it looks a little bit more natural, I guess. I think that that's what we're gonna do. Alrighty, so I think that that makes it look a little bit nicer, and then from the outside, I'm hoping, yeah, it does look a lot nicer, and I like that it looks like 3 thick as well, because it makes it seem like, you know, it's like the same thickness as the actual pillar. So because that is 3 thick now, at least it looks like it, I actually think it's only like, yeah, 2.5, but still, from afar, it looks not that bad. So I think that we did a pretty good job. Alrighty, so the next thing that I want to do is actually something that will hopefully fix a problem as well. Now, as you can see, we have quite a lot of slime around here as well that I have to keep killing. While this isn't bad because I get some slime for, you know, slime blocks and whatnot, I don't like having to kill them. So what we're going to do is I'm going to wrap the entire thing up here in some water. Now, in order to do that, of course, I could just lower the entire platform here by 1, or I could increase the area over here on the side by 1, and then bring also this layer up by 1, and then just fill in the inside. That's what we're going to do. Alrighty, this is this first area complete, which I've got to say, I think looks really nice. So like I said, I raised up the wall by 1, and then I actually lowered the glowstone down 1 block. So all over, you still have the glowstone there, so it's still like, you know, spawn proofing everything. But it just looks so clean. Oh man, like the touch of blue. Oh man. Alrighty, so what I have decided to do was add some lights over here in the ground over here. I just think that it just looks a lot nicer, and I'm doing it every other one so that, you know, you can kind of see that, yeah, this place is like the special place. And then I lowered all of the glowstone in here, I forgot the name of that for a second, down by 1, so that's actually in the ground, and basically no other slime can spawn. Now, there are a couple of spots over here where slime can spawn. I actually don't mind that because I think that's a little bit more controlled, because, you know, I do want to use slime for slime balls and whatnot. I like collecting them, so this is actually okay for me. At least we're not getting as many as before, but I think that this looks really nice. So the next part that I would like to work on is I want to do another layer, and I want this one to be mostly moss actually. So if you've noticed, this first layer here that we, you know, put our main thing at is mostly water on the top, which looks really cool. I think the next thing we should do is add some greenery on the bottom over here, and I think this is the best way to do it. Alright, so what I'm going to test really quick is see what happens if we do it towards the edge over here actually, because I wonder if it'll also go down over to here. So let's quickly try that out really quick. Okay, it doesn't look like it did. Okay, so as you can see on this layer, it's only on this one here. So like I said, what I can easily do is just with my hoe, go in, break the entire edge and replace it with stone. Now, what I'm really curious now, so let me place this here. I don't know if it'll go over to here. I really hope not. Oh, it doesn't look like it. Oh, this is perfect then. Oh, brilliant. This will make it so much easier, because what I want is I basically want this entire area over here to be the moss area, but I don't want it to like look like this. I still want it to look like this stone here. So what I think I'm going to do is really quick, I'm just going to bone meal everything really quick. Alrighty, so I finished bone mealing everything. I think it looks quite nice, and again, nothing on the bottom. Like I said, I will be replacing those edges over there, but something that I realized I don't actually like is I don't like all of these stuff on top. Like everything from the moss carpets here to the obvious grass. You guys know how I feel about grass, and all of these like things. I don't mind them like usually, but for this I want it to be like kind of flat. So what I think I'm going to do is, because we don't have any torches, meaning it won't break any light, I think I'm going to quickly break the edge of this layer over here, let the water break all of this, and then I will place it back myself. So let's go ahead and quickly do that really quick. Alrighty, so I have finished the second layer completely. So I think that looks really good. I'm sorry, this is like the first time I'm actually like looking back at it, and yeah, I kind of like the flatness of it, I guess you could say. Like, does it look a little bit boring? Yeah, I guess so, but honestly, I'm kind of okay with it. Okay, so I think I know what I want to do for the bottom area down here. Now, what I'm thinking of doing, honestly, is kind of just copying what we did up here, except instead of doing just the basic one over here, I want to be planting trees on here. Specifically, I think the cherry trees would actually go really nicely here, because it would add that effect when you're on the bottom over here. So I think we're gonna try and go for that. You know what? No, I was just about to start bone mealing like I did up there, but I actually don't think I want to do that. So I think what I want to do instead potentially is I might just keep this area stone the way it is, except do something like still do custom trees, but not in the way you're thinking. Imagine if this area, all of the glowstone was once again put into the ground instead and not as scattered. Okay, now what if we were to do something kind of, let's say we go 2 blocks in, so every, you know, wherever there's 2 blocks right here, we go something kind of like this potentially, and ooh, maybe we do stone brick stairs instead, actually. Okay, so what if we went something kind of like this, and then we went up here, we went maybe 3, maybe 4 blocks tall, and then we just made a custom tree, because I've done this before. Something kind of like that, yeah, and then maybe we can even make this little thing a little bit bigger and do something kind of like this here. Honestly, I don't think I mind that as much. Yeah, I actually really like the idea of having these kind of spaced apart like perfectly. Ooh, this is going to take quite a lot of time. Honestly, probably more time than everything else up here, but I think it'll be worth it. So let me quickly go ahead and do that really quick. Alrighty, so what I've done so far is I've added in all of the little spots where they're going to go in. This is just a quick little area just to show you it. Lots of single ones on this side because there's not that much, but then on the spots where there's a little bit bigger, we do have multiple of them. And as you can see, I've only gotten about this much complete. Like, this is all that I'm up to. Yeah, it's going to be quite interesting. I'm hoping to, you know, once we get out all the big areas like this one, that, you know, these smaller ones here should be quite simple. But honestly, yeah, even just looking at it like from this, I feel like that there's a lot of different color. You know, you have the pink, you have the green, and then the blue. A lot of like natural looking colors. So I think that we're hitting the nail on the head here. Alrighty, I have finally finished working on the inside, and I am so excited to show you guys. Let's go ahead and take a look together. Now, I'm actually going to do this without the full bright mod on because I want you guys to see what it actually would look like from my perspective at all times, and then I will turn it on after. But let's go ahead and take a look. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you know, this took me a long time. You know, there's quite a lot of trees and they all had to be the exact same, but man, does I think it turned out great. Oh my goodness, I loved it. I didn't know what to make in the bottom, and I kind of just put together the trees, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna love it or not, or if it's gonna look too kind of filler, but man, I love the way that we go like from the blue area to the green to the like the kind of pink area. Like, my gosh, I love it. And then with the full bright, it looked honestly even better, right? Like, it just looks so incredible. Oh my goodness, it actually looks like it's like a garden, almost like a maze too. Like, you probably could make this like a little mini maze as well if you connected with iron bars or something like that. Wow, I absolutely love this. Now, before we end off today's video, Pine will go live in roughly 1 hour, at least for me. You guys will see this in about like 5 seconds, but I'm going to get all of the Shenanigang members to react to this, hopefully get their reactions, and hopefully they like it. Oh gosh, please let them like it. Here's what I made, guys, so I hope you guys enjoy it.
Wow,
worked very hard
look
on
at all
it.
those pixels. I've never seen so much
it's a
green.
wow. just what I've been excited to see for my whole life.
Oh
We're
yeah.
no
Look
longer
at
going to
this
call you
wall
the
of
boss,
dirt.
G1. We're going to call you the Moss. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, ready?
The moss man.
The Moss man.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just
Whoa.
oh, yeah, sweet, got one. Okay, I'm happy. I'm happy. Ooh.
So,
Hey Bryson, there's your moss.
I like the trees.
Oh, perfect.
Oh yes, this is
Very
so
large.
nice right here. I'll just
Don't
I'll
break
take this one. Oops. Okay, put that back. Don't worry, I just got one moss still.
oh my goodness.
This is fantastic.
So
It's
this
great.
This
is
looks
my
amazing.
G1.
yeah.
Oh my
So
god, oh, the portal.
yes, I finally have an actual portal, not just next to bedrock.
Wow, look at this. And you got all the trees too around.
Dude, those
it.
trees killed me. I'm not gonna lie. I sat here for like 2.5 hours straight just placing those. Like, oh my goodness, these
You
were.
did good. They all
These were
look
hard.
copy
Yeah,
and
you're still on
paste.
0 deaths. False advertising.
Oh, I know. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of the Shenanigang SMP. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, consider leaving a like, smashing that subscribe button, and also consider sharing this video with your friends. We're so close to 400 subscribers, so that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.